Let me take you back to almost 23 years ago to a newly created MMO. Well, technically the new OSRS has only been out for 10 years, but it takes bases off the original RuneScape. But it's really more like RuneScape 2. Either way, let's go back to a relatively old MMO, old school RuneScape. Playing this game gives me feelings of nostalgia, bringing me back to the days of playing RuneScape when I was younger with my buddies while eating tuna sandwiches and drinking lemonade. Don't judge. It was a great time. RuneScape is an MMO where you create and level up a character and do all kinds of cool stuff, like killing things, and chopping trees, and fishing. Trust me, much more exciting when you're actually doing it. And this is Leagues, a temporary game mode running in old school RuneScape from November 15th to January 10th. Yes, I am 2 weeks after the fact, and yes, I do plan on making it up. Our goal is to show that a casual player like myself can get that elusive dragon trophy. I am the resident dweller within the world, Dark Anubis. Let's have some fun. So maybe you're sitting there at a bar, having a beer, thinking, well, what is Leagues? No better way to explain it than like this. Leagues IV Trailblazer Reloaded is a temporary game mode running from November 15th to January 10th. In this game mode, players are an Iron Man, which means they stand alone. They have the ability to unlock 5 of the available 8 regions, or are locked to those regions selected. Awesome perks are gained through relics, which help elevate their gameplay. By the end of the league, many hope to get the very elusive dragon trophy to show off they have no life. I mean that they crushed the game mode. Day 1 of the leagues, here we go. 2 weeks behind, but still keeping the train running. We are in the interface kind of tutorial of it all. Unlocking Karamja because it is the automatic unlock, I guess you can call it. Kind of going through the phases and all that stuff. Going to be missing the first couple achievements, but all good. We will look back at them. How I want to do this series isn't exactly sure yet. Part of this video, we kind of did like a full recording of like the first 45 minutes of it, or the first 45 minutes of the league, but then I decided I was just going to do some clips. I also am thinking about maybe wanting to do a stream on it, so I will keep you guys posted on that. As you can see, 2 easy tasks and a new area unlocked, Karamja, and our first 2 tasks of the league. We also are going to be selecting our relics, or our very first relic, I should say. What we want to do is we're going to look through and read all of the different relics. We have Endless Harvest, Production Prodigy, and Trickster, I believe. So Endless Harvest basically just gives you 2 times mining, all sources gathered by are sent directly to your bank. Items that can't be banked will be placed in your inventory, yada yada yada. It's okay. Production Prodigy, which is one that I actually enjoy. When doing the following, it processes everything at once: fletching logs, stringing bows, cleaning herbs, making potions, cooking food, crafting leather, uncut gems, and the experience is given. There's also a 25% chance that it makes extra product, and a plus 12 boost to the following skills. Trickster is automatic pickpocketing, or I should say always successful pickpocketing, 3 times the pouch limit, and double loot. You also get the Sage's Greaves, which are boots that give you passive agility experience. Some stuff with box traps, infling jars, things like that. I know a lot of people really enjoyed this relic, also the log simultaneously, but I just don't know how it'll do in the later part of the game. Definitely helps with the easy stuff, but and here are the passive effects. Items from some sources will be 2 times as common. Your run energy will never go. Clues, all that good stuff. But I think we decided, going through, looking at some other videos, looking at other folks, not too much, Production Prodigy is what we want, and that's what we're going with. There it is, our very first relic unlocked. And here is the start of our league's adventure. Not much planning is going to go in this, not much scripting, all that stuff. We're kind of just going to be free balling it. We will kind of be writing down, I don't know about writing down, but we'll be doing some task stuff to figure out exactly what it is we want to do, the path we want to take. I'm not going to spoil too much as far as what relics we choose and areas we're going to go for. There are ideas I have, but I've already changed my mind partially with some stuff, so I'm sure it will continue to do so. It will be a good time, I am sure. Time to start us off by doing probably what is the most done task in the league, pickpocketing a man. I feel like everyone starts their adventure off that way. I do apologize. I know the interfaces and stuff like that look a little bit wonky. As the series goes on, you guys will see we kind of turn off some stuff, some of the plugins and things like that, since we are running through Runelight. And there we go, our first level up, done by thieving, by pickpocketing a man. Super easy stuff. Continuing to do so, we're going to try to get a little bit of GP, just starting stuff to get us going. And as we get further along, we'll kind of make a plan. Like I said, nothing super insane. We'll kind of look up tasks throughout the league just to see what we can do. But, you know, there is no rush in it all. And there it is, our first level 5. I think thieving ends up being our first few levels in it all, but you guys will see as we come along. And with this opening, we have another task, open 28 coin pouches at once. Another 10 points, super easy task. Now that we have a few coins, we'll probably do a little bit more thieving and then kind of go from there, see what kind of stuff we can do. Probably doing some simple tasks just to kind of get our points up, try to make our way towards that next relic. And there it is, our first level 10 achieved in thieving. We're going to start making our way down to Lumberge Swamps, and before we get there, we want to make sure we dance in the graveyard. It is a 10-point task. We're going to be probably fishing some shrimp and maybe mining some of that tin and copper, because I do believe there's a couple tasks to do over there. And with this, we have chop some logs. The thing I like about the league is it feels like almost anything you do can be considered a task. I know there's a lot of stuff there isn't, but a lot of the simple things and stuff for your account progression is considered task stuff, so it makes it a lot more dopamine engaging, I guess. That's what you can call it. And there is catch a shrimp, easy tasks to get it done. Probably fish a few more and then cook them just for some food, plus I believe it is a task to cook some shrimp. And then we'll look at maybe mining in a little bit. A couple more tasks to do here. Burn some normal logs. Another 10 points. We're going to do our cooking of shrimp. How do you guys like your shrimp? Do you guys like them fried, boiled, buttered, cocktailed? Another easy task. And I believe, look at that. Even when you're failing, you get a task. Burn some food. That's what we love to see. And a nice few cooking levels, all the way up to almost level 10, just from cooking, what, 4 shrimp? And then with Production Prodigy, I believe we got a few more in the bank. Time to mine some ores. There's mine some copper ore for another easy task. And a couple copper and tin ores so that we can get the bronze bars. And I know there's a couple tasks to smith some stuff. Let's get our tin ores. I don't know if there's a task for tin ores. We're going to find out right now. And there is not. So, there we go. Right before I run over here, we tried to kill a giant rat, and I've never felt so weak. There it is. Smelt a bronze bar. Doing all of your bars in one go feels amazing with the Production Prodigy. I believe there's also an anvil here. I remember they made a change, I don't know, probably like a year ago or something like that, where they put an anvil that only bronze armor can be made on. So let's see if we can make some stuff. Oop, forgot our hammer. So I didn't actually check what tasks need to be done or what stuff you needed to be created. And I forgot the Production Prodigy, if you don't put it at 1, uses all of your bronze bars. So now we have 2 mid helms and no tasks done. We'll probably have to go mine some more stuff very soon. I'm going to claim right here some arrows and bows just so we can get some small combat training as we kind of run around and do some stuff. I know it's our first time doing a video like this on the channel on this type of content. If you guys are enjoying it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. Got a nice little triple kill coming in here. Successfully cook 5 pieces of food. Also reach a total level of 100 and achieve our first level 20 through courtesy of cooking. It's always nice to get a couple little back-to-backs, even though it's not that juicy loot, but The same thing applies, I suppose. Stupid rat getting in my way. After looking back at the task list, I found out it was a bronze full helm and a bronze plate skirt. Making sure we selected one. There it is, Smith a bronze full helm. And let's do a plate skirt real quick. Also making sure we do one. That way we don't have to do this all over again. 2 easy tasks done. Let's go. Me back to the days of old where killing a goblin was worth a task. Well, technically this is a new thing, but there we go. Defeat a goblin, 10 points. Getting a little bit of experience. And let's bury some bones for another 10 points. Super easy. And getting that prayer up a little bit, because we are definitely going to need to work on that. Bought a steel axe to try to get a task. Didn't realize you need a level 6 to be able to use it. So here we are chopping some logs. Trying to get a next level up. And there it is. Chop some logs with a steel axe. Another easy 10 points. You really forget about some of the things that happen in early game, because boy has it been a while since we've been here. A little 2-tasker coming up. Use a fair ring and enter Xanaris, or Xanaris, however you want to call it. Trying to get these tasks in. We are rolling along, and we should be soon to our next relic / area. Made our way over to Draenor Village, doing that rooftop agility course, and I believe Draenor agility. 2 tasks done. Probably stay here for a little bit longer, maybe do the 10 tasks or the 10 agility rooftop course, whatever the heck it is, that task, because I believe it's another 10 points. And whatever else might be easy to do here. Like I said, we're not going to be super efficient. We'll probably be back here multiple times. And on our journey to do our 10 laps, there it is. Obtain a Mark of Grace, another easy task done. I'm going to continue to do these laps. I think we have, I don't know, 4 or 5 more. And with this last step, there we go. A medium task, complete 10 laps of Draenor agility course. Took us maybe 7 or 8 minutes. Nothing crazy. We might do more later to get up to 30, because I know Varrock agility course or rooftop agility course is another one to do. While we were here, we decided to do a task for the wise old man. Another medium task. We love those 40-point tasks this early on. There is another task to make him angry, but I don't think I can do that until, I should say, we unlock the desert region. Let me just say, this home teleport animation is badass. And here we go. I didn't even realize cast home teleport is another task, which is pretty dope. Done with Draenor for now, but we'll probably be back with it. Made our way to Varrock, because at this point we're just shooting from the hip, stealing some tea from the Varrock tea stall. Another easy task. Honestly, at this point we're just kind of shooting from stuff that we maybe know or have seen. And like I said, we'll kind of make a plan as we get further along. I know for all you super efficient RuneScapers, you're sitting there like, what the heck is this guy doing? At this point, we are just going with the flow. Lumbridge, Draenor, Varrock, switch between the 3 until we find us some tasks to do. Made our way to the Ham hideout. There's a task to pickpocket a Ham member. Plus they drop or give some decent types of loot and stuff that we might be able to use. So we'll probably sit here for a little bit, get a couple of thieving levels, and see what else we can pickpocket from them. Staying there for long periods of time required a little bit of food, so we'll be back later once we actually do some fishing or food gathering. Right now we're going to grab some wool from these sheep. I think we're going to go do some questing, because I know sheep shear and I believe cook's assistance are both worth a few points. As we get distracted far too easy, there is a task to fletch some arrow shaft. It is an easy task. We are going to continue to do some stuff. We did get our wool, and I think we're going to start cook's assistant. There's spin a ball of wool as we're trying to do the sheep shear quest. Super easy. And look at that, another task done. And there it is, our first quest of leagues done, sheep shear. I know some people complain about early questing, but I honestly don't mind it. Super fast, super easy, and an easy task. I remember seeing day 1 videos of the elusive potato tree and how many people were trying to chop it up. There it is, chop a log from a potato tree with no competition. Easy peasy. This doesn't show how inefficient we are. We were here earlier today And we missed all these tasks. There's another one, enter Draenor Manor, another easy task. I'm sure there are plenty more that we have missed. Back in Varrock, and there it is, our pups petting a stray dog in Varrock, another easy task. Why we didn't do that, who knows? But here we are, back in Varrock, trying to do some more tasks to get done. Made my way over to Edgeville to get a Slayer task from Vanica. And there we go, receive a Slayer task, 10 points. I do believe we also have enough points gained for Relic 2. Oh, and Slayer task. 2 easy tasks and enough points for Relic 2. Let's get to a spot so we can make our decision. It is time for our second Relic unlock. These relics are nice because it's going to change up the way we kind of move around the map. We have Fairy's Flight and Globetrotter. Fairy's Flight basically just gives you a fairy mushroom, which you can teleport to any fairy ring, spirit tree, or to a leprechaun. I actually like this relic because it allows you to do teleportations and get places that you don't usually can in the normal game. So it's a nice little upgraded feature. Maybe not upgraded, just different feature, I guess. So should be fun. Globetrotter is basically just the ornate jewelry box on steroids. Plus, it has a lot of the teleports from the Portal Nexus. Now, this is good just in general because you can get around to all the normal spots. But I think throughout the league, we'll get enough teleports through whatever books that we choose. And, of course, the normal spell book, plus the jewelry we can make to get everything that we need for this. So, I'm not entirely sold. It would be nice early on, for sure. But I don't know if it'll be like the best endgame stuff. And like I said, with things that we have in mind, I don't know how it'll go. Here we go. The passive effects are 5 times to 8 times, which is huge. League XP multiplier. And then we have the minigame points going from 1 to 3 times, or maybe it's 2 to 3 times. I don't know. Either way, I think Fairy Rings or Fairy's Flight is the undergoing winner here. So let's get to that relic. Oop. Never mind, we're going to go to the bank first because apparently you can't unlock relics that have items given to you. So let's go to the bank and we're going to get to that Fairy's Flight. Before we do that, we got to make sure we show off ourselves. That's right, our nice training bow with our generic Trailblazer costume, because we got to make this a monumental moment. And here we go, Fairy's Flight unlocked, our second relic. This will be exciting. Like I said, it's definitely been hard to kind of move around currently. So this will be a chance to kind of get moving a little bit quicker. Using our newly acquired Fairy's Flight, we made our way over to Karamja because there are some tasks to be done. A medium task, fill a crate with bananas. For a task that probably takes, I don't know, 10 seconds, the fact that we can actually do that and get 40 points for it is pretty amazing. Finally decided to make our way back to Draenor Manor to get that 30 agility, achieve your first level 30. That's 40 point task, which is awesome. But a bigger thing is level 30 agility. It lets us to go to Varrock and do the rooftop agility course over there. Just because the last clip said Varrock, you thought I'd be going there? Ha! Fools on you. Travel to Fossil Island, easy task done. Gonna check out some tasks over here. Ha! Fooled you again. Back in Draenor Manor, having Ned make us a rope, another easy task completed. Boy, I don't even know what's going on at this point. Got a torch from Karamja, so we're gonna light that for another easy 10-point task. I didn't actually show the clip, but I was actually chopping oak logs because I thought it was a task. No, it's actually burn some oak logs. That is the task. Another easy task done, another 10 points. At this point, you're probably thinking, is this 2 different accounts? Nope, I'm just scatterbrained. Back at Karamja, picking a pineapple, another easy 10 points. Some clips seem out of place. It's because we forget that there are tasks that can be completed. For instance, get a chair to follow you, another easy task. And so you know we're not insane. Pick a pineapple on Karamja was literally the task that we completed just before this one. So just going to show, we literally go from one spot to another. And here we are back to Karamja. What the heck is wrong with us? Here we are buying a rake from one of the farmers. I actually didn't realize there's a free rake right in a Lumbridge Swamp where the Xanaris shed is. But you know, we have never been an Iron Man before. We have never done this whole do-it-yourself kind of thing. So we're all about wasting money, and clearly it is going to bite us in the butt later. Let's rake that farming patch for another easy 10 points. Back to Lumbridge Swamp, catching a heron for 10 points. At this point, a lot of the clips will probably be like a quick fire, very slow, and you see how it goes. Here we go, using a herring on a tree. Why? Why not, I guess. I knew I wasn't crazy. Mine 10 ore for 10 points, an easy task completed. I thought there was a 10 task, so there we go. And we're back to the ham hideout. We actually managed to get a Guam from one of the ham members. And there we go, clean a grimy Guam for 10 points. Just collecting some loot right now, trying to see what we can get. Some pickaxe and stuff like that. I think we're trying to go for a steel pickaxe to end the night. We got a easy clue from the ham member pickpocketing, so we finally did it. Got the casket for it. Let's give it an open. There we go. A full, not a full black, but decent amount of black armor items, a studded leather body, which will be nice for later, and a master clue, which is insane to think about out of our first easy casket. It's also an easy task to do one easy clue. Oh, it's the best time. Either unlocking a relic or, in this case, unlocking a new area. And this is a huge decision. Mind you, relics are important, but what's even more important is deciding what kind of content we want to do for this league and how we want to push ourselves. Mind you, in the leagues, you only are allowed to unlock 3 additional spots, and that's it. There is no givesies backsies, there is no do-overs, there are no second chances unless you start a whole other account. So when we make this decision, it is one of our 3 spots gone that we cannot get back. There's a lot of excellent choices: Mauritania, Desert, Wilderness, Fremnik, Kandarin, Asgarnia. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the Elflands, and Korend. And the question is, one, what are we trying to achieve? Now, we've always been much of a raider, so to say. We do enjoy our raids, Cox, TOA, TOB. So I actually had a thought in my mind to do a full raids account, but I figured it probably wasn't the way to go. We've been looking at the desert for easier stuff to do, as well as Garnia and Kandarin. And like I said, we have an idea in mind for what we want our build to be, so I tried to think of places that would help that build out. Now, I know, and I don't want to spoil too much, but I know kind of what our idea is in mind, and I know this could be controversial, because this is a place that folks probably say isn't the best for like the first starting out region to unlock, maybe a second or third. But you know, I don't know what, we do things a little bit differently here. Like I said, we are all into the raid stuff, so that's what we're going to look into. We're going to look into the Great Korend and Kibos Lowlands, just kind of seeing all the different stuff it can give us. And I know it may seem crazy, especially as the very first area unlock, but they do have a lot of tasks for the easy and medium stuff. It's a huge area, lots to do there, lots of training methods, quests, points to be gained, and a lot of availability of things. So I think it should go without saying that this is a great area to have, especially for what we kind of have in mind. Whether it's a good spot to start is debatable, but we like to do things a little bit complicated. We aren't efficient, and that's why we are going to choose the Great Korend and Kibos Lowlands. The real journey begins now. It is time to start the game up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys leave a comment. As always, I am the resident dweller of the world, the casual player's player, the David to Max player's Goliath, and a totally inefficient RuneScaper, Dark, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace!